So this morning we had a Nintendo Direct. More importantly, it was a partner showcase. And I gotta say, this one stung a little bit because I understand it was a partner showcase, and I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a little bit more out of the partner showcase, but this one was, I would say, this is just my own personal opinion, okay at best, and that's being friendly. It was okay at best. But ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy coming at you with a little recap of the partner showcase that just happened. Now, I am going to be going over just my own personal favorites, or what I thought was pretty cool from the showcase. I will link the entire thing down below. You can give it a watch. Maybe your opinion will be more different than mine, but in my opinion, these were like the highlights of the entire thing. We started off pretty strong with Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. Now, Monster Hunter it was a big part of my gaming kind of hobby, if you would, for the past half of last year-ish. Now, it started with Monster Hunter Stories. I got the combo pack Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2 when it first came out, because I was never really a big Monster Hunter fan. I had friends that were super into it, so I played 1, thought it was very easy, got into 2, which I loved, and then from 2, I got into World, where the obsession really sunk its teeth into me, and then I got into Wilds, and then the rest is kind of history. So when I saw this, I was very excited because I'm a sucker for a good Monster Hunter game, and Monster Hunter Stories 2 was very good. It ran okayish on the Switch 1. So Monster Hunter Stories 3, I'm hoping kind of does a better job and looks better, obviously 60 frames per second on the Switch 2. So that was kind of cool to see off rip. Next, we got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which again, I thought was cool. I know this game recently just came out, and I heard it in the rumor mill that maybe it was coming for the Switch 2. But this is a classic anime fighting game, probably one of the better ones in a long time. And with the motion controls, being able to do the iconic moves in Dragon Ball is kind of cool, but nothing like revolutionary. It's just coming to the Switch 2. Don't get me wrong, it's a great game. I remember I played it a lot, and I watched countless videos on people, because I won't lie, I'm not good at fighting games. Only one that I will run it back in a Super Smash, but I kind of just stay in my own lane. So I watch people that are good because it's very fascinating. Next, we got Plants vs. Zombies, I believe Replanted. And this is the classic one where it's more of like a tower defense. I remember playing maybe this is just a me thing. I remember playing like the old school one where it was kind of like, how can I explain it? More like Battlefield or Call of Duty in a sense, where you could pick either the plants or zombies and pick a unit, and it was more like 3D. I don't know if maybe I'm just exaggerating or I dreamt this, but it was a very fun game nonetheless. This does look very old school, so I might pick it up. I'm not too sure, but it did look like it was a fun time. And it has co-op as well. If you watched my short yesterday, I said I really hope this comes to the Switch 2. Lo and behold, it is. Persona 3 Reload is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, and I couldn't be more happier because like I said in my short, I played Persona 5 Royale and then Persona 4 Golden back to back on the Switch 1. So to be able to play the Persona 3 now Reload on kind of like the same ecosystem, the Nintendo Switch, is special because there's a whole lore with Persona 5 Royale and myself. But nonetheless, I am excited. I'm more excited to see how good this runs, or if it does, which I hope runs on the Switch 2. But yes, Persona 3 Reload is coming in October, I believe, and I couldn't be more happier. Then we got Hyrule Warriors. Now, we all know this is coming. We just saw more gameplay. Nothing really too revolutionary. Again, nothing to kind of go off of, but we got more gameplay. and no release date, which kind of annoys me a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and harp on that because it is what it is, but no release date. They said in the direct coming this winter. I don't know what that means, but it is on the way. We just don't know when. Now, I've never really played any of the Hyrule Warrior games. I've wanted to because they look cool, but they are still very expensive, so I might wait until the other ones are on sale. But nonetheless, I do plan on getting this one because Tears of the Kingdom was a very good game. So to see how the war in the past happened with Zelda should be very interesting. Okay, so the last couple games that are on the way. Apex Legends is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I've never been a giant Apex Legends fan. I think the lore is cool. I think the characters are cool. I think the game is cool. I'm not good in any way, shape, or form, but I respect people that are, and watching them at their craft is pretty cool. One thing I am curious about is if it's going to have mouse features, because that would be pretty interesting, not gonna lie. But yeah, now that it's coming to the Switch 2, I might give it another shot. So we got to look at a horror game upcoming. It's called Chronos The New Dawn, and I gotta admit, this took me by surprise. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever really seen gameplay. But seeing gameplay now, I'm more excited than I was. The premise of the game is basically you're traveling between past and present. I don't really know much more than that, except there are creatures called orphans, I believe, that are in the present. So two things that struck me that were pretty cool. Number one being, if you kill a monster and then another one comes by and absorbs the body of the one you killed, it transforms into something more terrifying, and it kind of reminded me of Dead Space a bit, which I thought was pretty cool. The next one being, which I think is way cooler, in the present you will find ripples of time that will lead you to the past, and I guess you can like find people and you can, I don't really know how to explain this other than say extract them or their memory, and then you can use that to upgrade yourself. But the kickback is that when you're back in the present, you will get like audio and visual pop-ups of like horrifying things, and I assume the more people you extract or consume, the worse it gets. So that to me is just super cool because it adds like another level of fear and just intensifies the entire thing. So the last game that I thought was pretty cool, in my opinion, is called The Adventures of Elliot. It's basically like a 2D, 3D RPG type of game. It doesn't come out till next year, but I believe there's a demo gonna be happening today. They said that after the presentation it would go live, but I'm not sure myself when it is up and running. And then I believe Square Enix, it's made by Square, so they will be sending out a survey to people that I assume play the demo just to get some feedback. But yeah, it looks great and it plays interesting for a 2D 3D type of game. I myself am looking forward to it, and looking forward to also playing the demo that I hope is up at the time of this recording. But other than that, that was pretty much all the games that I thought were pretty cool. I will link the entire direct in the description. Go check it out for yourself. Let me know what you thought, because again, this was a very like okay-ish direct, nothing too revolutionary or that popped off. But again, it is a partner showcase, so we can't have our expectations super high, but I thought it was okay at the end of the day. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you would be so kind, please drop the video a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and share this with someone who maybe didn't get a chance to catch it, they're at work or XYZ. And let me know down below what you thought of the entire thing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'd love to hear. Maybe we can start a discussion down in the comments. But that is all for today, folks. I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.